sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arkansas State's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big time. Big plays and big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Leaves it with the running back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Dickens. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's McCord. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Doors. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's McCord.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Power football with the run. The Commodores are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
and you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowling their neck up and getting a big stop.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Red Wolves backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Gonna run it. It's Webb. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Using the quick game. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Makes the grab on 3rd. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Stevens. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
With the catch, it's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCord. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Touchdown, Commodores! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And the defense had several opportunities to bring the big fella down, and he just breaks tackle and another tackle and then gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisiana is down, but they of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Red Bulls in the hurry up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Red Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're going to run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. This time he's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Now adjusting.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grab near the marker. It's Richardson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Defense in press coverage. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On the ground, it's Hawkins. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. back and heading out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
This time it's complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. It's complete to the left. Didn't there, moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. That's caught. It's Webb. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the ready. Jackrabbit. He's looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And the Listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication.
Going for it all. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. This time it's complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Finds his tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Sampson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Red Wolves want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down.
Let's go.
The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. Fires to the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. Everything, I'll take it myself, in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that's 2 plays in a row that this guy's put the ball on the ground, just not playing with a lot of focus right now. This guy needs to lock it up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
By the receiver.
Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After run, now throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Vandy. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Singleton. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Singleton. Out of the backfield, he's open. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield and down that ball?
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. to throw on first down. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Dickens. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Quick strike through the air for the score. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Singleton. Fires to the big fella.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Plucks it out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Doors. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State ready to go. On offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Toss to the left. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Red Wolves are in the hurry up.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Caught close to the marker, it's Stevens. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make...
And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Snagged in the middle, it's Cobb. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know